Hi, my name is Paige Rakowski, and I'm going to talk to you today about case study 3, which is a skill acquisition protocol that I will be making for my mock client of Tommy. Just a little bit background information, which is going to be important to why this type of skill acquisition plan was created. So Tommy is a 4-year-old boy. I had him be someone who had not gone to school yet. He has minimal communication skills. He can say a couple words here and there relating to things he likes or wants, or will sometimes just kind of talk to himself. But in terms of communication to others, it's usually minimal 1 or 2 word sentences, but does have a large repertoire of what things are and certain things like that. Tommy's primary problem behavior of concern is tantrums or crying related to access of preferred items, toys, or people. So for Tommy's skill acquisition, we are going to be a functional communication training, and to increase Tommy's appropriate requests. Coming from a home setting, Tommy doesn't really have a lot of experience of having to ask or to use certain items. So when it comes to being at a school or being in a playroom with other kids, it's going to be important that he has those skills to be able to communicate those wants or needs. So the target behavior is an appropriate request. An appropriate request is any 2 verbal statements stated by Tommy in a normal talking voice that relates to an attainable object. That can be him saying, my turn car, give me truck, share blocks, those kinds of things. As long as it's 2 words and it's spoken in his normal talking voice, no yelling, crying, screaming, all those kinds of things. This will replace his crying or tantrums, because it will serve the same function to give him access to those items. For his prompting protocol, now that we're getting into it, we're teaching him to request things that he wants. And this is going to be his very start, so we want to start off with an errorless learning, which means he's got no problem to error. So we're going to start right at the beginning with a full verbal prompt. Anytime Tommy wants to engage with an item, the technician will prompt Tommy to say the given statement. The technician will make it up. They can be my turn. It will be situational. And as Tommy gets the hang of that and he repeats those reliably, then it will reduce to being a lower number of words that the technician will have him repeat. So he'll start to fill in those phrases. So for example, if I'm Tommy and I'm here and I'm hanging out with this pen, I grab the pen, technician's gonna be like, want pen. I say, want pen. Cool, I get the pen. And I also get praise from another person. I keep playing, ooh, now I want this pop. Want pop, my turn pop. I say, my turn pop. Wow, I get to keep the pop. And I also get social praise out of it also. This will be in a fixed interval schedule, which means every single time that it happens, he's going to get praise and access for it, because we're right at the start of learning. We're starting to get him the hang of it. And as time goes on, if I start to grab, ooh, I want the candy, then once we're done with the full response, we'll say, my, and I'll be like, ooh, my candy, my turn, my something to fill it in, so that way more of the control is placed onto me, and more of the request is placed onto me. Or it could be like, share, headache. This is a headache wrap I put on my head, but share, headache wrap, and then it will stay every single time he repeats it, every single time he gets social praise for it, as long as he repeats the statement. If Tommy doesn't repeat the statement, then we'll say nice trying, we'll try again later, stuff like that. And then from there, if I go to reach for the pen again, we might block, and then we might give him a face like, what do you need? What do you want? And then he'll say, my turn pen, and then we give him the pen. So then that will slowly give him, will shape up that communication in order for him to be able to do that. So yeah. So we'll start with full verbal, give him the full answer he needs to commit, then reduce it, making him slowly have to come up with those things. Depending on how Tommy's treatment goes, we might leave it as a situational for the item, like my turn pen, my pop, share candy, certain things like that. But if he is slow to picking it up or not getting the thing, then we might use a generalized statement such as my turn. So that way we know that's more specific. If he's not able to pick up on the more communication, then we might need to dial back and just stick with one target phrase, my turn. But the goal is to start big, and then if we need to pull back. But that is the plan. So this will help him communication. It's also very helpful because a lot of people will be able to understand what he's talking about. If I say my turn candy and I'm pointing to the candy, a lot of people are going to be understand that I want the candy. So that will be able to generalize to a lot of the people that he's seeing. And because it serves the same function as his crying, not only will his communication increase, his crying will decrease, therefore replacing the behavior. All right, thank you. It's Patriot Kalski from Ball State for the summer courses of 2024 for special education 611.